Alright, watch this right here. We get the Zapdos with a little slap of the wrist. We instantly pop our Unite move to keep my Venusaur healthy because it has those 50 points that it needs to hand in. I place a perfect barrier, the Blastoise can't get through it, and then look at this one shot onto this Zeraora. Beautiful, guys! Yo, you're watching Shurkou, we're back with some more Pokémon Unite, and in this video we will be checking out Mr. Mime, and I'll be showing you a new burst build for Mr. Mime, because of course with the new patch in Pokémon Unite, new held items were added, and Choice Specs is one of them, and it happens to be a ridiculously good special attacker item that really adds a lot to your burst. So this Mr. Mime almost is able to pretty much one-shot enemies. Well, if you have your Unite move, Confusion into a wall, and then follow up with that Unite move, and you will one-shot squishy enemy Pokemon like that Cinderace, like that Greninja, and it is absolutely hilarious, honestly, guys. Before we get into the rest of this build, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out any further Pokemon Unite content on this channel. I'm pumping it out like crazy, so I would really appreciate a sub. And also, Mamoswine is coming out in a couple of hours after this video drops, and I will be there to instantly give you a guide, give you multiple different build videos where I will try to deal some damage as well on that good old Mammoth. I will of course go for a standard tank build, and we will try the whole shebang. So, hey, don't miss it. Anyway, let's get back to the build here. Mr. Mime playing in a rank game here, Master rank. As you can see, we already got a little bit of a BS kill there. He was past the wall, but because he was angled right next to the wall, my Confusion still did the bonus damage, and we instantly follow up even more. We're able to get that Ivysaur. Unfortunately, with this build, I'm not running a score shield, so we don't get the score off, but we're already tearing apart the early game so much. And this is exactly what you want to do with Mr. Mime. You deal so much early game damage, even before you get the Confusion. Confusion is god tier, like literally level 4, this is the best Pokemon in the game. Pretty much. I think this has the strongest level 4 out of anybody, because Confusion is just so stupidly powerful, you know? It deals as much damage as a power-up punch. Lucario gets the power-up punch at level 5, so I really think level 4, this is probably the best Pokemon in the game in terms of last hitting in the lane, last hitting these Pokemon from the enemies to steal them in the lane to get that XP lead. Also just fights in the lane, super strong with that light screen as well, so much utility. So I'm a huge fan of Mr. Mime. Again, many people in higher ranks that make tier lists, even professional players in Pokemon Unite, put this guy in an A tier. And I fully agree. I think this guy is amazing. The only reason why we don't see it more in our solo queue rank games is because, first of all, it's very difficult to play. One of the most difficult Pokemon in the entire game. Confusion with that barrier. Again, I really recommend you to run this moveset. The guard swap, just not as good as the barrier. Barrier can allow you to get those AoE stuns in fights. It also allows you to clear the B camp, the Vespi Queen camp, much easier than the guard swap. And just late game, you will get access to 3 barriers at the same time, okay? 3 charges on that ability. So it has huge utility, man. Unfortunately here we weren't able to get to that Dreadnought, since I saw that my team was already kind of losing that bottom lane, and also my, you know, I was still stuck in that 1v1 in that lane. The Ivysaur was here, so I was like, if they can win a 4v4, it's great. But let me just show you this again. This is absolutely hilarious. We place the wall, we do the Confusion, we steal the Rotom, and the Rotom actually gets the last hit onto that little Venusaur. Absolutely hilarious. We get to push the Rotom, and I think with this, even if the enemies got that Dreadnought, I think this was worth, because I get all of these Pokeballs that were laying on the ground. I dunk 30, he dunks like 25 or something. We get the Rotom as well. I get a kill. Absolutely amazing. So this game is going super smooth so far, which again happens very often in the early game as a Mr. Mime. Just so much strength, again, Confusion, so much damage. Look at this Unite move as well, man. Unite move of Mr. Mime. Very decent damage. but also just these stuns, these constant stuns in a team fight. Really, really strong. And the Unite move of Mr. Mime also has a very low cooldown, has, I believe, either the lowest or the second lowest cooldown on the Unite move in the entire game. The only reason why I'm saying maybe the second lowest is because Talonflame was buffed in that department a lot. And Talonflame is just, you know, has like probably a lower cooldown now. But yeah, other than that, this has the lowest cooldown. So really, really powerful, man. And exactly that's why we're running that body barrier as well. As our third item of choice. You've already seen the build at the start of this video. You've already seen the other two items, of course. How could we go for a burst build without wise glasses and choice specs? I already put them in the thumbnail. That is the whole reason for this build, how it works, because your confusion just absolutely one-shots people, man. It does so much damage. You can truly, even though this character is listed as a support, I'm pretty sure, you can one-shot people. Like, Mr. Mime is serious business. He does not fool around, man. You gotta watch out, okay? He's gonna slap you. He's gonna pimp slap you, man. Right? P-I-M-P, not bad. Anyway, you gotta watch out. I'm telling you, this guy, if he has his Unite move ready, and you're a Cinderace, you're a Pikachu, you're a Ninetales or something, Greninja, you will be one-shot. If you are in front of that wall, he hits the confusion into you, use that Unite move, you're donezo. You're absolutely donezo. Here, once again, we weren't able to fight for the Dreadnought, man. Not going too well this game, but I am able to get a pretty good engagement afterwards, where we get some kills to come back a little bit. But again, we were just not in position. I can't walk to the Dreadnought by myself. My team was just going back to base, was farming in the jungle, just not sufficient macro knowledge right there to be at that Dreadnought. Again, the game just came out, man. I'm not complaining, guys. Game just came out on mobile, so lots of new players, they don't know the importance of Dreadnought yet. That will settle very soon. We will get much better game quality very soon. But yeah, as I'm saying, guys, try out this build, man. If you bought Mime and you're not playing him too much because you're a little bit disappointed, you feel like he's a little bit too weak, a lot of people think that, but he really isn't. It's just a very difficult character, one of the most difficult Pokemon in the game. Again, you really just need to get good, and if you get good, it's gonna be really worth. And again, that barrier, you can see, I can just completely wall off that whole path there. So that is so useful during Zapdos fights and everything. You can wall off all these little paths there with the barrier, and you have 3 usages like him. As you can see, I missed the barrier confusion combo onto him, didn't put the barrier far enough. So again, it's a very difficult Pokemon, man. You can do much better than me, but I find a really good Unite move here. Let's see what happens after this one. Ooh, I remember this one, guys. That was super cool. So we wall him off, right? And then we stun him into the wall. Luckily, the Cinderace comes in as well. We do a little last slap, and he ends up dying. I end up surviving. Beautifully done. 2 minutes, Zapdos spawns, and now what I'm trying to do is just farm, so I can join my team as fast as possible to the Zapdos. My Unite move is not up, so it was actually a mistake to use the Unite move up top. I thought we can get like 3 kills. At that point it would have been worth, because the enemies would be dead while Zapdos is up, but I didn't. I overestimated my own damage, so yeah, not good, but we are able to come back into the fight just in time to stun this Lucario. Now my Venusaur is insanely strong right now. Again, has that petal dance, right? Only level 10 though, but still, just the character is so broken. So we're chilling. We start off that Zapdos. Look at my confusion here. I hit the Zapdos and the little lobster there because I need more juice on my Unite move. Whenever you get wild Pokemon last hit, you get a couple percentages replenished on your Unite move. So I did that, so after Zapdos, I get my Unite move back, so I can Unite move, and look at this. I Unite move, and I instantly wall them away, because I'm not trying to kill them. I'm just trying to keep my Venusaur healthy, so it can do exactly that. And as you can see here, once again, Zeraora would have killed the Venusaur, but we stun it, and we did so much damage to that Zeraora right there, that it just instantly evaporates after one more slap. Now the Venusaur can die for all I care, because hand it in, it's 50 points. I'm able to eject onto the last point as well, hand in 50. The enemies know at this point they are doomed. They are not going to be winning this. This is a landslide victory, so they do surrender. We have almost a 300 Pokeball lead, and that was a very nice little round here. Again, Master rank. I pick this guy a lot. Whenever we need support, like, yes, Mr. Mime deals a lot of damage, but it's still a support. Don't get me wrong, it's still a support. It's just a very, very high damage, niche kind of gameplay support. Like, it's a very special Pokemon, right? You don't have anything else like this. And yeah, as you can see, despite being a support, with this build, you will deal a ton of damage, man. These choice specs, Wise Glasses, they don't play around. That adds so much damage to your barrier and to your barrier confusion combo. And it really shows, man. We did just as much damage as pretty much all our carries except for that Venusaur, man. So, hey, let me know if you guys end up trying this build out on your Mr. Mime. Let me know if you guys just don't like Mr. Mime, because again, I don't see a lot of Mr. Mime players. I feel like it's just less popular than most other Pokemon. Yes, it's a Gen 1 Pokemon, but still, you have that Charizard running around, you have Venusaur, Blastoise, Pikachu. Why would people pick Mr. Mime, right? But honestly, you might want to try him. In my opinion, by far the most fun support Pokemon in the game. So if you're looking to expand your role pool to the support position as well, in case nobody picks support in your ranked games, feel free to try out the Mr. Mime. Try him in a practice mode if you like it. Feel free to buy it. It's a very strong Pokemon. Hey, make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell. Let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.